Hello everyone and welcome back to another video on the channel. This time I'm talking about top 10 January transfers in 2023, so the transfer window that closed about 2 or 3 weeks ago. And I'm gonna rank, I've done specific league rankings already, but I'm gonna rank players from 1 to 10 that I thought were the best transfers in this January transfer window. Let me know if you would like to see these are only for permanent deals, so for loan deals like Keylor Navas or who else was there, Cancelo or something like that, or would you like to see worse transfers or something like that as well. But yeah, so without further ado, the first name that I got here, number 10, is Dango Ouattara, signed from Lorient, plays for Bournemouth now, 22.5 million paid for him, and he has so far 4 games, 2 assists. He's only 21 years old, so I think he could be good for them in the future. And yeah, it's a little pricey, but it tends to be for Premier League teams. And yeah, so I would say that the young winger could be good for them. They are close to relegation, or I'm not sure if they're in the relegation zone right now, but yeah, Ouattara could be a good player for them. He had a solid season for Lorient before joining the Bournemouth, and he has had 2 assists, as I said. Number 9, a bit of a surprising player probably. Most of you haven't heard about him. Arne Engels, Belgian player, 19 years old, midfielder. He played for a club next in Belgium, and he signed with Bundesliga side Augsburg for 800,000 euros, so that's pretty cheap, and he has played well for them when he's played for them about 4 or 5 matches before. He's gonna play more, but now he has only played about 4 or 5 matches probably. But I think in those matches he has looked good. Then number 8, Croatian player, Josip Juranovic. He played for Celtic and especially well for Croatia in the World Cup, and I think that he would be he could be a solid signing for Union Berlin. He hasn't played particularly great, so he hasn't been probably not like he was at World Cup, but I think he could get there. And 8.5 million euros paid for Celtic. Union Berlin got him for that price. I think it's solid signing for them. Right wing back position is strengthened, and I think that's 8th best signing in this transfer window. Let me know if I'm wrong about any of these, or I wrongly rated some guys, and do you think they should be higher or lower, or I'm missing some guys here. Number 7, Brazilian player, Felipe. And keep in mind that I don't get to watch every single match from every single league. So yeah, I just haven't got time for that. So I haven't seen most of these guys playing other than like 1 game or something. But Felipe, Nottingham just got a draw against Manchester City and he was solid there. And Felipe, I think 33-year-old Brazilian, played for Atletico Porto previously. I think he could be a solid signing for them. As I said, when we just that they got Navas on loan. He's not on the board because he was loan signing. These are only permanent deals, but Felipe probably a good signing for them. Brings experience into defense and might be one of the reasons if they were not to get relegated. So that's really all about him. I have nothing else to say. I'm not sure if I mentioned, but it was like 2.3 million euros, so not that bad. Obviously he's 33 years old, but still. Next up, I'm not sure if I pronounced it correctly there or written it correctly, but Viktor Chigankov, player who signed for Girona in the La Liga from Dynamo Kiev. It was about 5 million euros if I'm not mistaken, so that's not that bad. He's only 25 years old, winger, Ukrainian, and yeah, I think he could be a solid signing for them. If I'm not mistaken, he scored recently in Girona's big win against Almeria as well, and I think he could be a solid player for them, and it didn't cost them that much, so yeah, well, respectively, if you think about some else transfers like Mudryk or Enzo Fernandez, so yeah. Then number 5, I got here a Bayern signing. Jan Sommer, a Swiss goalkeeper, moved from Borussia Mönchengladbach to Bayern Munich because of Manuel Neuer injury, and it's still not certain when Neuer comes back, but before he comes back, Sommer probably does the job well, has done well recently as well, so yeah, he's been good when he has had to play well most matches now, and it's not surprising because, as I said, Neuer is injured, and yeah, he's 34 years old, so not young by any means, but he can still play in goal, and 8 million euros it cost, so depending what you think, it may be a little much for 34-year-old, but I think Sommer is a good goalkeeper for them, and yeah, especially now that Neuer is injured. Number 4, Cody Gakpo, signed for 42 million euros from PSV, moved to Liverpool. He scored 1 or 2 goals there already, and I think he could be a solid signing for them. He's 23 years old, so he has time to develop his game, and yeah, I think he could be a solid signing for them, especially as Salah and Firmino and others don't get any younger, so yeah, Gakpo probably a great signing for them, at least that's what I think now. Darwin Nunez form has been up and down, and yeah, so Gakpo could be a great signing for them in case other attackers don't play that well for Liverpool. Then number 3, another Dutch player, from Barcelona to Atletico Madrid. Yeah, Memphis Depay changed clubs in La Liga, so Barcelona didn't want to keep him, and yeah, he moved to Atletico Madrid. I'm not sure if it was about 2 or 3 million euros, so not that big of a price tag, and he has already scored the first goal winner for Atletico, so instant impact for him there, and I think Depay is a solid player. When he played in Barcelona, I was impressed with him when he moved there free from, I believe, Lyon. Contract talks didn't work out, so he moved to Barcelona and then now to Atletico. And I think Atletico has now got a real player in their hands. 28 years old, if I'm not mistaken, so he still has some years if he wants to continue in Atletico or somewhere else. But I think this is the third best transfer in this transfer window. Then number 2, probably a bit of a surprise for many people, and this might come back to haunt me later, but Moroccan international signed by Marseille from Angers, so French league move. And 3 games so far in the league, 1 goal. 8 million euros they paid, but he is only 22-year-old midfielder. He played well for Morocco in the World Cup. It could be too much hype, but I think Adjedin Unahi could be a great player for Marseille, and at least his goal, first goal for Marseille, was quite a special one. So we'll have to wait and see if he develops into something special or not. But at this point, I think Marseille got a great signing. Then number 1. So number 1, Enzo Fernandez. He cost Chelsea 120 million or 121 million, something like that. Got him from Benfica. He's only 22 years old. Won the best young player award or something in the World Cup, and I think he has played well for Chelsea. Their struggles are not to blame only Enzo Fernandez. So I think Enzo could be a great player for them. Obviously, there's recency bias that I have seen him playing for Argentina, and he played well there. So 120 million is a lot, but I think he has been playing well when he's played in Chelsea so far. So so here are my top 10 January transfers from 2023. I haven't got to Mihailo Mudryk. I thought his price tag was a bit too high, but he would have been about 11 or 12. And there were some loan signings, but I didn't include them. Daley Blind for free to Bayern Munich was also one of the things that I didn't put on the board. But let me know your thoughts about these winter transfers in the January transfers of 2023. Did I rate badly? Is Enzo Fernandez too high because of his price that Chelsea had to pay? Or and who do you think is missing on the board, Mudryk or something? And hit the like and subscribe if you would like to see more football videos, and have a nice day.